Alright, I'm back in Imagine now. This user I've met before, but I just don't remember her. So, she did remember me, though. And that's what counts. And at the moment, this was a bit hectic because one of my, one of my goals here is to, complete a few, side quests, plus, get an angel from the, tunnels. This is one user I ran into. And he has a Shikigami, which is floating above me. And he told me he resulted in fusion because there is no wild Shikigamis. And then he went off. Later I encountered a Shikigami, but it was dead, so what I did was I revived it for him. This is one of my goals. I had to collect junk that's stored in these plasma things, and right now I'm after just t-shirts because I collected most of everything else. For example, I collected uh, tea cans, curtains, etc. This user I was just talking to for a little bit. I thought he or she can join me in the tunnels because I'm not confident with it going in there by myself. This user at the moment has a Freya. So I was just trying to be courteous, but I had to move on. So I headed off to the tunnels, all by myself, no team. So, getting there was hard because some demons decide to pick a few fights. And especially the Kusiths are incredibly annoying because they can use Dormina, or some kind of sleep spell lullaby, and hurt me. This user, I was talking to him or her, and that is over there, standing next to her, is Nakuni Nushi. So I was a bit jealous because I liked Akuni Nushi and Nocturne, and I really wanted to get one of my own. But it will be like level 40 or 50 until I can get one of my own. Plus, it's going to be a pain to summon because he's Chaos Alignment and costs a lot of Magnetite ultimately. That user in the lower right has a inexperienced Shikioji, which looks kind of like a dwarf paper thing. Shikioji's okay in his own right in Nocturne, but then again he has the weakness to fire, which makes him a little bit questionable. I'm just showing this off because I got a new shirt. It's called the Skull Jersey, and it's gives me a slight but not an increased dramatically resistance to death. I don't know what Expel does in this. I know that in Nocturne it just banishes you completely. This is my going back and forth, because at the moment I got an Impusa, because I had to fuse my Matcha and Apsaras to get an Angel, because I wasn't successful in that. So I got my Impusa ultimately, but I have some bigger plans, bigger fish to fry. And here's what I had wanted to do. First off, I want to get a wild bird, which would be a matcha or a harpy, a nocturne, and eventually a fowl, plus getting to level 28. I will fuse the fowl, which will be a slime or a will-o'-the-wisp, and I'm gonna talk to this guy. He's pretty nice, however. But once I get to level 28, more going back and forth, I'm going to get a slime, fuse it with my Impusa to get a brute, which it doesn't matter what I get, be it a Shigami, Nazume, or I think I pronounced it right, or a Kappa Tengu, and ultimately fuse that with my wild bird to get a demigod. And the lowest level demigod is Setanta, which is the earlier name for Cucullin. This user just decided to run off. I didn't get a decent conversation in, but I assume he has better things to do than listen to me. I got my Apsaras back, by the way. So I want to keep everything as it is until level 28. I'm just showing you my compendium. This is Kate's Sith, and I'm just showing you the actions. I've never seen it use magic. Oh well, I've only used it like once. But the compendium thing is incredibly challenging because what you have to do is you have to summon you have to have an item plus a summon of the same type. I'm just showing you that I have an Impusa, Wounded Cerberus, Shisha, Apsaras, and Harpy. And I want to keep it that way, and I want to keep an extra slot. So I can put in an extra demon if need be. Oh, that thing in the corner for the Shisha, it's a quest that I can't exactly accomplish. I was talking to this user eventually. He's at level 85, so way out of my league. And he has an Uriel, which is floating above him. And I just decided to talk to him for a little bit. I kind of felt a little bad because he is a different alignment than me. He is law, I am neutral, I think. According to the analysis. He asked me if I can join his clan, which I think is join his alignment, but I decided to stay neutral and just go with the flow. And I did talk to him while he was in the dungeon and saying that if he ever planned on using Nocturne. But he said he hasn't exactly played it yet. So some of my Nocturne references that I make are going to be falling on deaf ears. And eventually I decided the reason I came back here is because I want to see if that person with the Oninushi is still here. Turns out she isn't, so that's okay. I was planning on ending this anyways, so I just stopped in, talked to people. One user friended me, and I friended him, so I'll just finish this entry here.